I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good Friday morning, Okeechobee High School. It's Friday all day. It's fandom day. I'm a Brahmin fan today. Imagine that. So I got old, I guess it's old. It's back whenever I was coaching, Brahmin uniform on. So just be a fan today, and I can't wait to see some of you guys dressed up. It'll probably take me a minute to figure out who you are, or you may even have to explain to me who you are. The key today is take lots of pictures and share lots of pictures. If it's one of those days, take advantage of it. Good luck to the wrestlers. You're going to Jensen Beach today to start the regional tournament. Students that make it out of the regionals this weekend will be competing in the state tournament representing the wrestling program, and we continue in that program to send students to wrestling to the state tournament every year, so we're looking forward to seeing that. Want to give a shout out. I came up here late last night after the district advisory committee to see the art club and the students that are finishing their display for the Okeechobee Music Festival. You guys don't get enough credit. You've been spending, for the last 2 weeks, you've been spending a lot of time on the OHS campus. So I cannot wait to see that final product installed. You guys are going to have a nice day tomorrow out at the site of the Okeechobee Music Festival, so definitely enjoy that. Make sure you take a lot of pictures to document the moment. But thank you again for representing Okeechobee High School at the Okeechobee Music Festival. Just some info, and again, info flies around fast. People like to post stuff out there and say, hey, what are we doing? So I'm going to give you some suggestions today. And this will be how we'll proceed as a school. And people are always asking me, what's the school going to support? What is the school not going to support? I talked a little bit about yesterday. I will support anything that's done with an actual purpose, and we have a purpose in mind. I will not support something that is fly by the seat of our pants. Let's see if we can just get some attention because we just want attention. That's not the point. It's not about us. It's about using our voice to support others. So here's the thoughts on that. There was about 5 or 6 dates that I've seen tossed around for potential walkout. I believe truly, if we're going to walk out in support of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas students and ending school violence, and that's all types of violence. It's not just school shooting, it's bullying, it's harassment, it's people being nasty to each other. If we're in support of that, then we can use the 1-month anniversary of the tragedy that happened down there, which is March 14th. So OHS will support its students in a walkout on March 14th. And again, we're doing it to have our voice heard that we as a Brahmin family want to end school violence, period. So let's start getting our minds wrapped around how we can do it peacefully that day. And these walkouts, again, it's 17 minutes where we're honoring the 17 people that lost their lives. So on 3/14, I will give you the opportunity, if you choose, you won't be forced, if you choose to walk out of classes on 3/14, we will have something set up for 17 minutes. There's a couple of students that even indicated that they may want to speak to everybody that's out there. So we will set that up and we'll do something right in the commons area. Also along the lines with that, people always ask, well, what's the consequence if we just decide to do something? It's the same consequence that you would have if you decide to do something stupid anyway. Okay, there are consequences for actions. There are consequences for words. You have the right to free speech, but there sometimes is a consequence for words that are spoken. That's where you need to make sure you truly understand. People fight all the time saying, hey, I have the right to free speech. But you need to understand, yeah, you have the right for things coming out of your mouth, but you don't have the right to interpret on the other end how that person takes your words. And if it's threatening, if it's abusive, if it's against the law or ethics or morality or things like that, it's not productive. And that's what we're trying to work against. That is not the Brahmin way. Okay, so just my little soapbox again. Also, a lot of fears and a lot of concerns, and hey, are we going to do a drill? We are going to do and go through the progression of lockdown drills on Monday. And it'll be Monday morning. We will incorporate the Sheriff's Department, so I will put more information out this weekend because I don't want parents freaking out and concerned when the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Department engulfs this school and is walking around just making sure we are following our lockdown procedures. So again, that'll be Monday morning that we will go through that. And again, it's a common sense approach, because just because we practice something 7th hour or 6th hour or 5th hour, you've got to realize that you could be in the mall and a situation break out. You got to know where safe places to go are and get away from the noise. That's going to be the key common sense to everything. The last common sense piece I want you to think about, and it's back to the Brahmin way, what we've got to get across is if you hear something, you see something that is of question, of concern, you need to say something. That is the whole 9 times out of 10, that is the problem. Somebody knew something in advance that could have eliminated a problem, but they didn't think it was a big deal, or they chose not to speak. We've got to get past that. You guys as a younger generation have got to move us out of that, because clearly the adults are struggling with that right now. So let's move forward. Let's be great. Let's support Brahmins and each other and move forward into Friday and a great weekend. Have a good one.